BPUR first. What's going on? Oh, he beat Randy. Y'all were close. Muhammad even came through and said second. He was third. What's going on, guys? Welcome, 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 Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this. So I am just getting the Discord ready. Let's post that in the chat. You guys already know. All right, we're good to go. All right, perfect. So how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. It is a beautiful day down here in Florida. It really is. It's finally warmed up. Not that it was too cold, right? But I mean, it's finally warmed up. You know, it's the pollen is all gone. Blue skies. It's paradise down here, guys. It is paradise. Hope everybody else is having a great day. So what's going on, BP? Randy, Muhammad, Daddy, what's going on? Bailey, Metallica, Solo, Rob, Daddy. I feel like I just saw you guys. I swear. I just feel like I just seen you guys. BP said, I'm too good. I'm on the road doing errands with wifey. She's my chauffeur. Oh, nice. There we go. Well, if she's listening, tell her I said what's up. What's going on, Miss BP? All right, so let's just jump right in here. So, Overcome, what's going on, man? So, looking at the market for today, we are seeing that Bitcoin is, you know, looking at, let's back up. Let's look at the last few days. Obviously, we saw that Bitcoin was having somewhat of a cool off. We dropped down. This was a few days ago. We've already covered this. Back down to around 64,500. But you can see since then, we have been on a steady move towards the upside. It's been slow, but sure, right? We are trading in a very tight range right now, which is giving me some kind of indication. Usually when Bitcoin gets real tight, like it is right now, you guys can see these swings, and look how tight we have gotten right here. Usually indications that something's about to break, right? Something's about to break. One of these moving averages is about to break. Which one is it going to be, right? Which one's going to break? Are we about to fly to the upside, or are we about to break back down towards the down? Honestly, if you were to ask me right now, the way the markets look as we've been moving up in the last few days, I think we're going to move towards the upside. Now, you guys remember we did cover this on yesterday's stream. We have the CPI reports coming out on the 10th. On the 10th, we are going to have the CPI report. So right here, you can see for the year inflation, we're forecasted to actually go up on inflation, which is going to be around 3.4. Previous was 3.2. This is the inflation rate year over year. Core inflation, this is what really the Feds look at. Our previous was 3.8, and we're actually forecast to come down to 3.7. Really, the one thing that you guys need to just remember is that if we meet the forecast or we beat it, meaning if we make this core inflation, if we're at 3.7 or below, the markets are going to rally. If we go anything above, even if it's 3.8 or higher, the markets are probably going to react negatively. This is coming up on the 10th. So we're going to keep bringing that up because I want you guys to understand that we are probably going to see some volatility. Even if, let's say, we have a breakout today, we're going to have some volatility coming into this week because we have the CPI report coming out. So it is what it is, guys. But I think for the most part, we're still in this beautiful bull flag. This want to call it a downsend, or I'm sorry, I'm trying to say like four things at once. This descending triangle, this channel of descending triangle, whatever you want to call it, right? This channel that we're still in it, and hopefully this plays out towards the upside as far as for Bitcoin. So, and for Milady, you guys can see same thing. You know, we've been kind of reacting what Bitcoin's been doing. We finally did break above this spot right here at the 19.5, and we've been finding it as support, believe it or not. So you can see we are finding it as support. We've done this previously and then broke down, right? We're doing it again. Obviously, the market came down, right? This wasn't just a Bitcoin or a Milady thing. The whole market came down, and that's why we saw this retracement down to this support level right here at around the 17.8. So this 19.5 right now is holding up. Hopefully, we'll continue to find some support and we'll start moving up from here as far as for Milady. But she doesn't look bad. Market cap right now is up about 4% at around 145 million. You guys, I told you guys this a few days ago. I have been catching these dips and just adding to my bag. Just adding to my bag because you know what? Nothing has changed from how I feel 2 months ago, a month ago, or yesterday. Nothing's changed. I still think we're going to that $2 to $10 billion market cap for Milady. I'm sticking with it, and we're going to run with it, right? I'm going to hold on. I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging in and let it play itself out, right? That's the only thing that I can control as a trader. That's the only thing I can control. I can't control the CPI reports. I can't control if, something else happens, with whatever, the economy or whatever. I can't control that. Obviously, we will monitor that, but everything is still on track for where we're headed. So, hope you guys are hanging tight and being strong. Let me jump back onto this chat. Randy gave us an update. He said he's eating breakfast. Nice, Randy. Thanks for the update, brother. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Let's see here. Fadrito said it's nice to wake up in the green. Always, bro. Always. BP said make sure you guys hit that like. Let's go. We got 25 people here and 14 likes. Gene, let's go, Milady. Overcome. I have been DCAing the entire way down. Nice. So you should be sitting on a solid bag. That's nice. Let's check out the crypto bubble. So remember yesterday we were looking, and for the daily, everything was in the red yesterday. But now look at everything. Everything is back up into the green, and we actually have some solid movers. Ordinals is moving like crazy. Ordinals was having some issues. So if you guys know, Ordinals is a BR20 Bitcoin. It's on the Bitcoin at the ecosystem, right? Crazy. You usually hear about the EC20. Yeah. Let me backtrack here. You usually hear about Ethereum. What is it, EC20, I think, or whatever. I've got a brain fart, but you guys know what I mean. Usually you're talking about, Solana network. We're talking about Ethereum, but believe it or not, Bitcoin has an ecosystem that, operates, and Ordinals is one of a project that runs on it. It's really big for NFTs and stuff like that. And Bitcoin, a lot of maxis have been really mad about Ordinals because it's been bringing massive traffic onto Bitcoin, causing somewhat of what we've been seeing. ERC20. Thank you, Randy. So this one's a BRC. Instead of Ethereum, it's BRC20 token. But they've been seeing a lot of traffic being brought into Bitcoin, and it's been clogging up the ecosystem for transactions. A lot of people have been complaining that Bitcoin's transactions have been slowed down and stuff like that, and they're blaming it solely on Ordinals. So I guess this is good for Ordinals because Ordinals has been going crazy. We actually were talking about Ordinals like a year ago when it was at like $3, and you guys can see as of today it's at $70 freaking dollars. This was a play that I'm so upset that I didn't freaking listen to myself and buy in on. It is what it is, but solid play right there. It's up 15%. Let's hear Ethena. I've heard of the project, don't know much about it, but it's up 20%. And Nervo's network, I know a couple people in here are involved in that. That's up 30%. Flare, Wormhole, a new project that just dropped, is up really well. You see Bitcoin SV is up. Pepe up 1%, nothing too crazy. But the point of what I'm getting to is the markets are green today, guys. They're green. Looking at the weekly, though, a lot of projects still in the red because we did get beat down this week, believe it or not. A lot of projects got beat down. So you can see Pepe's down 20%, WIF is down 21%, Bonk down 20%. Those projects got hit hard. Let's see what Milady's is down for the week. 22%. Ladies is down 22%. So that shows you guys, we have Pepe down 20%, WIF is down 21%, Bunk's down 20%. We're right there with all the big players. We're right there, and these are billion-dollar market caps. and we're at $100 million. You would think that it would be a little bit more dramatic as far as our drop, and it really is on par with all the major meme coins. So, I'm telling you guys, we're doing great. We're holding strong, and we're just eating up this dip. Pappy said he's late, bro. Why are you so late, bro? What's going on? Elvis said we at top 1 next listing on Binance, and the devs keep focus and the crappy Lady F copycat. Elvis, come on, bro. Let's pull up their Twitter here. Actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I saw someone post or they sent something. Let me see here. I could have sworn that they came up with something where this was all yesterday. Well, what I'll say, bro, is Elvis, I noticed that you come in and you're and I respect it, but you're so focused on them with their Lady F, bro. They have not abandoned the project whatsoever. I keep telling yourself and everybody else, they are trying to bring in new investors, so they're trying to tap into Solana, right? So right now they might be tweeting about Lady F a little bit more, right? Because they're trying to build that project up on Solana so they can just put a name out there about Miladies, right? They're getting into a new ecosystem that's going crazy, Solana, and they're trying to just bring in new investors into Milady, the actual project. They're not going to shift over to Ladies F and just abandon what they've been building for the last over a year. They just released, last month, that they're in the process of building a launch pad where they're going to start staking Milady, and they're going to start doing a burning mechanism for Milady. We are perfectly fine, bro. I'm telling you, if you're going to keep focusing on that, bro, you're going to drive yourself crazy. I promise. We're good, dude. And it seems like you're very bearish, bro. You're very bearish. What do we always say, guys? It seems like you're emotional. You're an emotional trader, dude. And that's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere, bro. I promise you. You got to take emotions out of it. And every comment that you've put in so far is just putting emotions all into it. You're emotionally trading, dude. Oh, and let's see here. Is it concerning that Milady Devs is only advertising? Oh my gosh. Milady F. They have not posted OG Miladies in a while now. All right. Looks like we got another bear in the chat. I'm just kidding. Oh, and listen, bro. Like I just said, I didn't see your comment yet. I know I kind of already answered. We're perfectly fine. Let them do what they're doing. I'm telling you, their main focus is Milady. Milady's is a staple project that they're that they probably have all their chips in, but they are trying to stem out, right? They're trying to stem out, and they're trying to, like I keep saying, just try to bring in new investors, tapping into an ecosystem like Solana that is going absolutely crazy. Billions of dollars are being traded every day on Solana's DeFi. We know because we cover it every day, right? So they're trying to just basically get into that ecosystem and hopefully build a name for Milady. I'm telling you guys, I see Elvis says, but I keep holding though. I understand. Okay, he says I'm down 50%, so I'm just worried. I know, brother. Listen, I understand. I remember you telling me you bought at the top. I understand, dude. And I understand your frustration. Just be calm. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, dude. I already told you guys this. Where we're at right now, from where Elvis is talking about where he bought in, was about 50% up, right? So he's 50% down. Dude, we moved 70% in one day in March. We ran up 70%. We had a 70% candle in just one day. Things can change in literally a day. So just hold tight. The only thing I can say is hold tight and try to bring your average down. Try to bring your average down if you're able to. If you have some dry powder on the side, keep dollar cost averaging in and eating up this dip, because in the long run, you're going to have more in your bag, one. And two, you're bringing your average down, so you have a better, a better price range of where you've kind of bought in, because as you're buying in right now, and the price is lower than where you originally bought in, it's going to bring your per lady average down. That's the only thing you can control right now, bro. Let's see here. Jasmy and NFK. I like that. If you can trade on Bitmark, you can stake your Milady. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So Jasmy is saying that if you have access to Bitmart, which I don't know if we do in the States, but if you're able to trade on Bitmart, you're able to stake your Milady. That's pretty cool. Gina, I hope you're having a great day too. And Elvis, I appreciate you. Elvis is saying make sure you guys hit that like for the algorithm. There you go. For the algorithm. Make sure you guys are hitting that like. Sean said insiders are buying Solana at $64. Crazy manipulation. At $64? What are you talking about? Troy, what's going on? And Muhammad said just be patient with Milady and wait until after the Bitcoin halving. There you go. So let's jump into some news real quick. So let's see what we have going on. Bitcoin's price prediction as Bitcoin jumps 5% from recent bottom, $70,000 incoming. Oh, we don't even have to click into that. We already know 70,000 is coming, bro. We already know 70,000 is coming. Let's see here. Let's look at, since we're all involved in the DeFi, let's look at what the top gainers are. This was, I don't know when they posted this, so this could be already outdated, but as far as top gainers, they're saying Muffin. Let's look up Muffin and see what the hell this is. What's this doing? Oh my gosh, look at this. Muffins is still up 23,000%. Look at this. Yeah. What's the other one? PV Go. This is on Ethereum's network. This one still looks like it's on a nice little run. Up 6,000%. Market cap's about $1 million, so that's nice. What's the other one? GPT. Another Ethereum project. This one looks, or is it on Solana? Yeah, so this one's not as, you can see this thing had a beautiful run up, dropped down, found some support, and it is slightly on another run up, but this one honestly doesn't look as good as the other ones. Justin said, can you check, what was that, Cat Wick? Uh-oh. Oh, nice. Oh, cat with hat, or cat with knife. Nice, this thing's running. Small market cap, but it looks like it's been out for a few days now, so you don't have to worry about, I don't think you have to worry about a rug. Liquidity, is there. I mean, I guess it just started, right? It's a new project on Chronos. I understand the struggle, right? Because there's not as much money, but you can see the market cap is, it's getting there. It's at 90K. It's been out for about 3 days, so definitely I wouldn't call it a rug whatsoever. You can see it's obviously on a beautiful upward movement for right now, so let's go into their website and see. Cat with knife. A simple website, right? That's all it really takes. So I mean, it looks straight, not too bad. I would say one thing about the project, about just Chronos in general, and we'll go click into it. If get your profits, bro. Not saying sell right now, but you know what I'm saying. Just I would keep an eye on the project because you can see. Looks like Call's having a nice little day today. Mary's been up, but if you really, as of yesterday, a lot of the projects were down like crazy. A lot of the projects were down like crazy. A lot of the main projects were down like crazy. So I mean, that's why I would say if you're in profits, you know, I mean, obviously I would keep an eye on it because you can continue to keep running it up, but eventually it is going to hit some spot and it's probably going to retrace. So. Sean said Arbitrum's up 3%. Is it really? You guys remember I was talking about Arbitrum. Yeah, it's up. It's at 147. It was down like crazy yesterday. It was down like crazy. Real quick, let's look at Bitcoin because all my members know we were monitoring Bitcoin in the members only stream that we just had. We were covering leverage trading. Now look, you guys remember during the members only. Remember I was saying, look how tight we are trading on Bitcoin right now. I'm obviously zoomed in right now. You guys can see we're respecting these moving averages like crazy. I'm ready to see what this thing's what's gonna happen. It's like suspenseful, right? In the next, I think in the next probably few hours, something's gonna have to give. It's not gonna be able to just go in a straight line here in a minute, right? So I mean, one of these are gonna break. One of these are gonna break. I honestly think that we're probably gonna coincide, but. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Because it just said it just said that I got disconnected. Let me see here. All right, we're good. Can you guys hear me? All right, yeah, we're good. Can you guys hear me? I had to pull it up on my phone. I don't know what it just said, popped up. It said you're disconnected. I'm like, oh crap, not this again. Remember last week? I friggin' my whole house, my whole power just shut off while I was on stream. I'm like, what the? But yeah, so Bitcoin trading in a tight range right now, guys. Like I was saying, we were covering this in the members only as far as leverage trading. And I was saying, I would just be careful right now. I would not open up any longs or shorts for right now just because me personally, you can see we're respecting both lines and we're just getting into this tight range. Are we about to break to the upside? Are we about to break to the downside? What's going to happen? It's just driving me crazy. Just do it already. Just do it. But if you want to be risky, open up that 100x. Got to risk it for the biscuit, right? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that, Randy or Adam. Do not do that. Justin said he's up on Mary. Nice. Elvis said, "What mic am I using?" I forgot. It's a studio mic. It has the big boom stick that you like the podcasters use. I have a nice setup. I invested a lot of money in my I custom built a really nice computer which cost me thousands, and then I bought a the whole studio. I have multiple screens and stuff like that. I have a badass camera. I just have never really I've never really done streams on camera for right now. You guys don't really care about that, but eventually we will. I'm in the process of I'm in the process of buying a house. And I'm setting up a studio. And once I get the studio set up, I'm going to be 100% on camera, because I want to have that whole studio vibe going, right? So, and plus, you guys don't want my face on here covering some of the numbers. Even though I'm a very handsome guy, I really have to say. Very handsome. All right, so you guys can hear me good. Let's look. So he said Arbitrum's up. So I was looking at Arbitrum. Oh, that's ALI. I was looking at Arbitrum because it is in my buy zone, and you can see this thing broke down yesterday down to $1 or 100. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, $1.38. And I missed that drop. But you guys know I very bullish on Arbitrum. Arbitrum's a layer 2 that's off of the Ethereum network, but Milady's is actually traded on, their contract is actually on Arbitrum, right? And Arbitrum, if you guys look, we'll look it up right now. When you look up the actual ecosystems, you can see like Solana's done about $1 billion today. Ethereum's done $1 billion. Binance has done $1 billion. Base has done about $500 million. And then Arbitrum is at around almost $400 million for their ecosystem for the day. Arbitrum has been hanging up here at the top. It was top 4. Base has come up and dethroned Arbitrum as far as ecosystem for per volume for the day. But I think Arbitrum is steadily building a beautiful ecosystem. I really do. They're only a year old, and they have a lot of people building on their ecosystem. So I know the transactions are fast, very cheap, just like Solana. So, you know, they're slowly but surely building up. And I think that their project, as far as Arbitrum in the bull run, I think this is going to do really well. I wouldn't be surprised if they get up to like $10, $15 in the thick of this bull run. So definitely been keeping an eye on Arbitrum to jump in. You know, obviously right now it is technically in my buy zone, but I've been using a lot of my dry powder to dollar cost average in on ladies, to be honest. I really have. So I'm going with ladies for right now, but I do want to get a bag of some Arbitrum, so I'll keep monitoring it for sure. Let's pull up Solana. Solana, we all were talking about this the last few days. Solana's didn't have an actual outage, but they might as well called it an outage because everybody was like, what the hell is going on? We're trying to buy an FK, you know, or I'm trying to I had one of the members contact me that didn't get an airdrop. This was like 2 days ago. I'm trying to freaking send him an airdrop and it would not go through. I'm like, what is going on here? Over and over I'm trying and it just would not go through. And I know a lot of people were dealing with the same thing. So Solana, they've been so congested with with their ecosystem because there's just so much going on. And if you guys are familiar with Solana, like a year ago, they had a few outages. Solana, believe it or not, was free. They had free transactions for a while where you could buy and sell on Solana. It was free. So imagine the mayhem that was going on like a year ago. But what was happening were there was malicious bots that were created to make massive trades, like 1 penny trades by the millions per second. And what it was is it was purposely done to take down Solana. And that's what it was going on, was they were doing trading bots because it was free trading. And it was basically congesting the Solana ecosystem to where it would literally shut down for sometimes hours at a time. So Solana had to basically implement where there's transaction fees. Obviously, it's very cheap, but it stopped a lot of these bots from being able to do these million per second transactions, you know, because now that'll cost them a lot of money. They're not doing that. But with that being said, Solana has built up so much. They've done everything so right with bringing in so many people building meme coin craze on their ecosystem, that it's just the last few days has been nothing but slow transactions, or your transaction's not even going through. And it's not you, it's not the wallet you're using, it's the network. The network has been absolutely crazy. And the reason why I bring that up is yesterday Solana had a decent sell-off where they dropped down to $168. Remember, Solana was just at $210 just a few days ago, about a week ago, and it dropped down to $168 yesterday. And it's obviously due to the congestion on the network. Whenever something like that happens and the network basically stops operating for a little while, there's usually a sell-off on Solana. Usually when that happens, I'm like, ooh, I want to open up a long, right? But this is the irony, is that when you try to open up, I use Solana's network to leverage trade. So I wasn't even able to open up a long when it dropped down to here because the freaking transactions wouldn't go through. So the irony was just like, I was trying to take advantage of it and I couldn't. Mohammed said, let's take a look at NFK. Let's look at NFK. Let's see what's going on. So, let's see here. Pull up my watch list. And let's see here. So, NFK is up. We're technically up about 8% in the 24 hours. And you guys can see, obviously, this is NFK. This is our native token that we have for the channel. We dropped it on Solana. I think it's been out for about 2 weeks now. It's crazy. But you guys can see we have been just consolidating like crazy. But what I really like is that we've been holding some strong levels, right? We pretty much, a lot of the initial whales that jumped in have since gone. We do have a couple wallets that seem to be selling off, and I know exactly who it is because they're amongst us, right? But I don't care because we're all here to buy and sell, right? We are all here to buy and sell. It is what it is. But, I'm seeing some people that bought in really well, when we first dropped, and they're taking profits, which is perfectly fine, right? I think the point of the story is that we are holding very, very well where we're at right now, and I do see a bright future as we continue to build on for NFK. We did drop advertisement, we dropped our white paper, we dropped the website. We'll take a look at the website, and shout out to Prodigy, because Prodigy had a big thing on the website as far as it dropping and just making sure everything went smoothly with Pappy said who? Oh, it's somebody close to us that's in the Discord, brother. But we're not going to call, I don't want to call anybody out. They don't even know I know, but I was able to do some investigation and I saw. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? But this is our website for NoFud, and you open it up and you guys can see we went all out. So remember the last website that we just checked out on that other project? It was nice, right? Real simple. Well, we took it to another level, right? I mean, we have the links to where you can go straight to buy in Jupiter Swap. You can go into the live chart. We have our white paper right here that you can just click into, and it brings up, our actual white paper for our project. We're official, guys. We are official. And let's see here, another link to buy, our tokenomics, and our roadmap as far as what we have planned. A lot of these have already happened, but our plan as far as what we have in store in the future for NFK NoFud Koala. So, definitely excited about that. And this is literally a community driven project, right? It's held by the community, right? And we're definitely we're gonna stay in it, diamond hands, and just ride this thing up to $1 billion market cap is what our goals are. So, and if you're interested in buying NFK, you can get it on your Solana wallet through Radium, through Jupiter. All you have to do is $NFK, or look it up on the DEX and go in through our website, and you can click into the link and it'll take you straight to the swap. So Rob said, can we look at Moochie Cat? Yep, let's pull up Moochie Cat. So, Moochie Cat. Yep, thank you. Rob said, on Soul. I appreciate that, bro. So, you can see for this project, it's at some levels that it's holding some support. Let's see here. We'll pull up the fib retracement. But you can see where it's basically at is around the 786. That's usually a spot that it hangs around before it goes on a nice little run initially. What I will say is that we've had this beautiful run up, but you can see it's making higher lows as it continues, right? So this is on a clear downward movement for right now. So, I mean, I don't think that this project's over with or anything like that. I mean, it's at a $5 million market cap. So, I mean, it's still a legit solid project. I always tell you guys, with Solana, if it's just a meme coin and there's really nothing behind it, look what they're doing. They're marketing. This is what we just did. We just paid for marketing as well. So, I mean, that's good. You can see the devs. It costs a lot of money to do marketing. I'll tell you single-handedly We had to pay a lot of money for us to do marketing on the decks. So that right there, I will say, the devs care about this project. They care about this project, and they want to see it. They want to see it, progress. So the only thing I can say as far as long term for this project would be where you're at is a good spot to dollar cost average in. Anything at the 786 or below is a beautiful spot to dollar cost average in, and hopefully this thing will start naturally growing. When you see these projects run, every project's the same. They drop, they go crazy, and then you can see it starts to go on that downward movement as people take their profits, and then it might consolidate, kind of like what we're doing on NFK. You'll consolidate, find that good spot for some support, consolidate, and then you'll start seeing that natural growth as more investors start coming in. So, I think long term, if this is a project you believe in, not a bad project whatsoever. I do like the fact that you can see that they've opened up some marketing on here. So that right there is a big green flag telling you that the devs care about this project, and they're definitely trying to bring in new investors. So definitely good. I was looking to see if we missed any. CoinDesk is so bearish. If you ever want any bearish news, you just go straight to CoinDesk. They'll provide you any kind of bearishness that you need. Justin said, "Can you check Mary?" Yeah, we'll check it out. So it's definitely on another run. You can see it's definitely on another run. So what I'll say about this project is, as long as it stays above this 236, I think you're good as far as continuing on this run, right? You can see it broke a little bit below the 236, but it quickly jumped right back up. Kind of found some I'm not going to say support, but it looks like it's kind of found somewhat of a temporary support above the 236, which is good, and I wouldn't be surprised even if you bounce down. As long as it's holding this 236 at the 99, I think you'll continue to move. If it breaks that 236, I mean, you're going to probably be looking at coming down towards the 382, or what I think is going to be the biggest spot for some support is where it was hitting its head on. This was resistance at the 0.5 right here at the 76. That would be a big spot for some support. But definitely on a run, not too bad. If you're in profits, bro, don't get greedy. I would keep an eye on it. Muhammad, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We can't control people, right? We can't control anybody, and especially, they're part of the community. They're probably listening right now, and I don't have any ill will against anybody. If you guys are, taking profits or whatever the case is on our project particularly, it is what it is, right? I'm sure they'll probably buy back in, and you know what? How you guys eat up those dips. If they move their position, they still hold a lot. They still have like 100 billion that they're holding. But yesterday I noticed they sold off. Yesterday, if you look at the transactions, they sold off about $1,100 worth in small transactions, right? And it is what it is. But they're still holding a big bag. So if they want to, if they're trying to get their position back, they might. You guys, with how you guys buy that dip, you might end up having to make them pay, and buy in at a higher price, or just watch us go to the moon. And like I said, they're still holding a solid bag. So, I mean, they're still holding a good bag. You never know what's going on with people, right? Maybe they're having some kind of financial issues and they maybe need to sell off a little bit, right? That's why I'm not, calling anybody out or anything like that. Everybody's got different situations that we're in. So, Muhammad said, yeah, we're going to make him chase it. I hear you, bro. Goober said, Squidward coin got me 3,000 USD. I'm still holding, baby. On Nom, let's check it out. Did I spell that wrong? Oh yeah, mom. I put on mom or on nom. You said it's on Doge. That's crazy. Doge swap. That's awesome. Telling you guys, one day we're gonna have this for Milady, right? Just like Dogecoin, we're gonna have this for Milady. I'm telling you guys. Remember, I always tell you guys this. When Doge came out, Shiba came out, they were literally just hype coins. They were all just driven by hype. But as they evolved, right, it took them a while, but as they evolved and they became they wanted to be something more than just a meme coin, right? And you can see Doge Swap. Now they have their own ecosystem to where you can DeFi, like you can swap, projects and stuff like that. I'm surprised it's not bigger than what it is, but that's still pretty cool. This thing was like dormant, and look at it, just like freaking just jumped up out of nowhere. So I mean, solid project, $55 million market cap, looks great. So I mean, it's definitely a solid project. What I would say is it just made, I don't know if this is an all-time high or a local high at the 27. Basically hit its head up there, did a nice little bounce at the 0.5, and you can see it might be trying to go on another run. What I would be saying with this is that as long as this thing can hold this 382 right here, maybe you'll have some consolidation, some chopping around, and possibly go on another run. The big spot for some resistance is going to be this 236. The 236 is going to be a big spot for resistance. You can see as it was on its way up, the 236 is where it kept hitting its head. Finally needed this dramatic drop down to the 618 for it to break, right? And I always tell you guys, sometimes projects need that, where they just need this dramatic drop. People are sitting on the sidelines, like, damn it, I missed out. And then a big drop happens, and you have a lot of money that'll jump in and overtake the sellers. The buyers will, and you can see it went on a beautiful run. So, but for right now, it looks bullish. If you can hold that 382 at around the 17, I think you'll continue on to this run. Hopefully it'll get a nice bounce and start retesting these local highs right here. As far as buy zone, looking for spots for anything to buy, I would say anything below this 0.5. Anything below this 0.5 at the 13.6, if you have the opportunity, that would probably be a good spot to dollar cost average in on the project. Rob said, we love the 618. Yeah, that thing, I mean, beautifully bounced right there at that 618 and shot the hell off to the moon. And I always say that to people, man. It's like, especially with some projects, it's like they get into this consolidation mode. This project, not necessarily, but other projects will get into a consolidation mode where it's like just choppy. Sometimes you want to see it just take that drop like crazy, 20-30%, and it'll basically, that'll entice a lot of people to come in and eat up that dip. And a lot of times what'll happen is it'll fly by right where it was consolidating, when it's on its way back up. But when you're in that limbo of that consolidation, it's like choppiness. People are like, well, this isn't a good time to buy, and people are like, this isn't a good time to sell. So there's just sitting in that choppy area, right? Sometimes you need that dramatic drop for it to really get in those buyers and get them to jump in, and then that will start the movement up. So definitely a beautiful spot right there at that 618 taking off. Hold on. Goober said solar eclipse is signal to buy big. All right. Have you guys been watching that solar eclipse? I jumped down the rabbit hole yesterday. So yesterday I haven't gamed in so long, and I was like, you know what? I saw that Rebirth came out, the Rebirth Island for Resurgence for Call of Duty. So I jumped on yesterday, right? And this guy's talking to me, and he's like, bro, he's like real religious, and he's like, bro, it's the sign of the end of the times. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm like trying to play here. I'm like, got 10 bodies. I'm like running around like crazy. And he's like, bro, that eclipse, it's a sign. and he's like going all into the Bible and stuff, and I'm not real religious. I believe in higher power, but I also believe in just living a good life, right? Living a good life. And I mean, like, respect your neighbors, don't lie, definitely don't steal or, murder, anything like that. I just live by the common law, right? I feel like that's just the best way to do, right? And obviously this guy was real religious, and he's like, that eclipse, man, he's like, it was all in the Bible. So, later on, I jumped down the rabbit hole, and I just was on YouTube, and I'm looking, and I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going on about this eclipse that a lot of people are, thinking that this is not the end of the world, but this is just signs of biblical stuff, and then, I look at other stuff that wasn't necessarily holy, but I'm looking at other stuff like some of the states are calling for, they're under a state of emergency and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell? And then I click another video, and there's like the governors of multiple states are like, make sure you guys have enough food for a week, enough water for a week. I'm like, why are they telling people this? I'm like, what? And then the earthquake yesterday in New York, right? And I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on right now? I'm like, I had to put on my tinfoil hat, and I'm like, all right, let me dive down the rabbit hole. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? So it's craziness right now. If you guys get any time today and you want to go jump down that rabbit hole, go ahead and just, all you have to do is put in Eclipse, and it'll be like, is Eclipse, it'll pull up videos about like the eclipse and the earthquake and stuff like that. Just, it's like all this stuff that goes on. So who knows, right? Is anybody actually in the path of the eclipse, like the total eclipse? We're in Florida, so it's going through like Texas, like the middle of the country of the United States. So we're not gonna, in Florida, we're gonna see it, but it's not gonna be like a total darkness from where I'm at. But what about you guys? Munch said thoughts on Bork. Let's check it out. And I'm assuming that you're talking about Bork on Solana. Uh-oh. What's going on with Bork? What's going on with Bork, bro? Drink some water. So to be honest, bro, let's see here. A couple things we're gonna point out with Bork is you can see what I just mapped out. I just went off of previous spots where this is bounced, and you can see it's basically approaching that area right now where it's held some solid support. So you might see to where you're at right now, where we might see some kind of a bounce, just because historically speaking, every time it has hit that, it has literally, every time it has hit that, it has gone on a bounce. So maybe a good time to dollar cost average in, if this is a project that you actually believe in, Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, the fib retracement's not really telling me too much, other than if it does do a big run, this 382 is giving it a big spot for some resistance. So you might see a bounce. You can see all the bounces have literally hit their head on the 618. So if I was buying in on this project, I would maybe catch a swing, dollar cost average in, or be buying in where it's at right now, and with anticipation that you're going to have some kind of a run up towards the 618 at the 85. Most likely, it's probably going to, and I'm just going off of historically speaking, this thing has gone up and hit its head at the 618 multiple times. So obviously there's been a time where it's run past it, but I would just keep an eye on it. Right now would be a good buy-in, and watch as you approach. If this thing does go on a bounce, that 618, if it can't break that 85, you're going to probably be running it over again, coming back down. So what is that? Colan? Show meme coin portfolio. What do you mean by that, bro? What do you mean by that, dude? You want to see my portfolio? Can't do that, bruh. I keep that sacred. Just kidding. You guys know my meme coin portfolio is Milady. I think Milady's like my only meme coin on the big market that I hold. Right? Randy said he's in the direct path over here. All right, Randy. You better have, apparently, Randy, you better have a week's worth of food and water, is what the governors are saying. Now, their reason behind it is they're saying that there's going to be millions of people that are heading into the direct path, right? And obviously, you know where it's heading. It is going over like Dallas, but other than like Dallas, I think most of the, like if you look at the track through the country, it's a bunch of small towns, right? So they're saying that the infrastructure isn't built to, accommodate millions and millions of people coming into their direct path. So they're saying there could be shortages in food, fuel, and also a lot of traffic is what they claim, right? I just think it's very odd because of an eclipse that they're under a state of emergencies, and not just like one state. It's like multiple states under a state of emergency. So I just thought that was really odd, right? Again, I have my tinfoil hat on right now, so bear with me. Robert said Burger King and Justin Bieber follow. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, Rob? Solo said in California we will see 50% of the eclipse. Nice. That's kind of like what we're seeing over here in Florida, because we're like it's going through the middle. You guys are all the way over to the West Coast. We're all the way on the East Coast, so it's kind of like the same thing over here. Jim, Julio said, Milady, I need you. Jim said, I bought more ladies yesterday. Hold until 2025. Nice. Why 2025? Is that where you think the top of the market or when we're going to start going down? Randy said, no food stored. I'm good. Oh, Lord. Here we go. He's going to be on the Discord. There's no food. We need food over here. I'm going to be like, do you need me to airdrop you some NFK, bro? That's all I can do from where I'm at. Rob said, what about the Savage could be the one for Jake Paul and Tyson's fight? What are you talking about? The Savage? Is that a coin or a token? Jim said capital gains are a mofo. You ain't lying, bro. They're trying to come and take all your money. Justin, I saw your you said you just deleted it. I saw it, bro. What was the project you wanted us to look at? I'm sorry, dude. Oh, okay. You just said it again. Can you check Smile K? Justin, where do you find these projects, bro? Where do you find these projects? Definitely on a nice run. Do you just scour through DeFi like all day and night, and you're just like looking for that next big mover? My boy's always got these projects. He said, I do. Rob, is that a it's a token? Okay, we'll check it out here. Hold on. My boy said, I do. All right, so for this project, this thing went on an epic run. You can see it hit its head right here at the 33. Found some beautiful support at the 0.5. But since then, you can see it broke above the 236. So this thing is looking like it wants to come up and possibly retest this all-time high right here. So definitely looks great. It's up 43% for the 24 hours. Market cap's up $5 million, or it's at $5 million. So legit project looks good. This project's been out, if you can see, it's been out for like a solid 2 or 3 months. So, legit project on a nice run. So what I would say about this is, make sure you get those profits and don't get greedy, all right? Right now, you're in an epic run. right? So I would have this chart up, just watching the hell out of this chart, waiting to take some profits, you know. So because you know you're gonna get to a spot where it's gonna hit its head and it's probably gonna retrace again. So right now, obviously, next spot for some resistance, other than possibly a couple little spots over here like the 28 and the 30, right? You're going to have this ultimate resistance right here at the 33 if it's able to make it up there. So he said he's trying to be a multimillionaire. I hear you, bro. The Vig store. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up, bro. Are you talking about Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson? Or are you talking about right here? No, you can't be talking. This only has $6 in liquidity. So you're talking about Mike Tyson. Ay, bro. You definitely have to have a sense of humor with some of these meme coins like that they come out with. So I mean, you see that initial Solana pump, right? And then you see that follow that Solana dump, right? So market cap 500,000. So I mean, you know, it's back down there. I'm sure at a time this thing was up to multi-million dollars. You can see a lot of people have come and go. So kind of at that spot where I always say a project needs to after, you know, it goes off these initial runs, it gets into a spot where it's now it needs to naturally grow, right? You add that those beginner gains is what we'll call it, right? On Solana, right when you drop, any project on Solana is going to probably run up. 99% of the time, the projects run up. People run in, take their profits, and then they're out. They're out, and they don't look back, right? So you have this project now, you know, where I marked was some solid. It looks like the bottom pretty much off of this drop at the 39. So you can see it has bounced off of that, and it's in a consolidation mode. So hopefully you can see some kind of a rebound on this if this is long term for you. Other than that, anything around this 35 would be probably a good buy zone, I would say. Overcome said, my friend thinks if the government sells the 30,000 Bitcoin, hold on, the chat's blocked. Wherever I can't see the rest, dips to will be bought up. Oh, okay, bought up quickly. I mean, yeah, I think so too. But you know, one thing Overcome is what they've been doing is they're selling small increments at a time. Right, you know, the government I think has the biggest bag of Bitcoin, believe it or not, and it was all seized Bitcoin from like hackers and stuff. So what they do is they sell off at small increments at a time. So, and they have a lot more than 30,000 Bitcoin from what I'm hearing. They have a lot more than 30,000. But what's crazy is they're so against Bitcoin, right? But now they're like one of the biggest bag holders of Bitcoin, and they're holding. They sell off very small increments, but they're holding. Why is that? Because they probably know deep down this thing's probably going to be going up to some crazy prices. So they were able to get their bag off of people that stole, right? Hacked. They took it from them, and now they're holding a bag. Pivot said, hey, is it possible we take a look at OGV? OGV. And I'm guessing this is going to be on Ethereum. Make sure you guys, okay, perfect. Make sure you guys, if you are asking about a DeFi project, I need to know what ecosystem it's on, right? Because you guys know there's a 70 different ecosystems, and chances are there's the same project on multiple ecosystems. This project's been out for a while, it looks like. Okay, there we go. Oops. So we're obviously zoomed out. Let me see. Let's look at the day. All right. So, I mean, you can see this thing ran up, is that a new, yeah, that was an all-time high. It ran up, made an all-time high, hit its head at the 22, and you can see it did break the 236, the 382, and it's coming up to the 0.5. If it might not even make it down to the 0.5, but one thing I will say is it probably will, just because you can see the 382 is now, it was some support. Look where it's at now. It's flipped over to resistance. So I would imagine that most likely this 0.5, because you can see it's where it's pretty much hit its head on a couple times. This 0.5, look, was hitting its head, is going to be a spot for some support right here at the 1286. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys bounce somewhere around this 0.5 and possibly go on another run. If it breaks that 0.5, then you're going to see somewhere of a downward movement towards the 618 is most likely going to be your next spot for some support. So hopefully it can hold that 0.5, get that nice bounce, and it goes on another run or continues its run, breaking this all-time high right here. So Pappy, hold on. We'll look up Soul Packer right now. Frank said, can look at Crab Mob. Oops. Is it this one right here on? What the hell? This is on Chronos? Oh, we've looked at this before. This chart doesn't look the best, but the market cap's at $24 million. What the hell? That's crazy. I mean, it's a big project, but the chart looks terrible, to be honest with you. So you guys can see this thing went on a freaking epic run and came down, and we had a spot. I don't remember looking at this, but we marked a spot for some support. It stayed there, right? And then eventually broke down. It broke down. I mean, this thing is down like crazy from where it was. So I don't know. I mean, the project's still legit because you can see it's at $24 million market cap, but maybe this is a good time to buy. I don't know. This one's a little bit tricky. This chart is just like, you know what this chart looks like? And it's not the same, but it looks like freaking call on Solana. Is what it looks like. Right? The difference is that this project still has a freaking market cap of $24 million, as $20 million in liquidity. So, I mean, this project is legit, right? So, hopefully this was the bottom and it'll start moving back up. You can see we mapped out. So, right here, the 23 is where it basically bounced so far off of it. So, I mean, like I said, chart looks absolutely odd. Very, very odd. A lot of manipulation on this, I will say. Rob said, let's hack the government's wallet. Right? It's just basically everybody's stealing from the same Bitcoin. Pappy said, can we please check out Soul Packer? Let's look it up. I feel like this thing does the same thing. I would be so bored with this. I honestly would be. I swear every day we pull this freaking chart up and it's just the same thing. The epic consolidation of the lifetime, right? I mean, nothing. So he's asking, What did you ask? Should I be averaging down or just hold my position? I mean, that's something. The only thing I would say, Poppy, on this one is like the spot that we marked already. This is where I told anybody, if you guys were looking to dollar cost average in or looking for a good buy, it would be around this 11 mark. You can see I would almost bet my dollar that it's going to probably come back down eventually and find this 11 mark. Now, is it going to hold? It keeps testing that level. You guys know what I say. You keep testing a certain level, eventually it's going to break. So that's, it's a little bit risky. It's under $1 million market cap. This thing was over $1 million easily the other day. It's down. So, I mean, I don't know. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them, right? That's the only thing I would say about this. So if this is a long-term project that you believe in, I would hold off and maybe look for this 11 mark for some kind of a buy-in, or to like dollar cost average in, as far as your position, bringing your average down. Other than that, I would just be waiting and hoping that you see some kind of a jump so you can, take your profits and just move the hell on. Because this chart right here would drive me crazy, honestly. So good luck, brother. I hope that works out for you. Julio said the peg is a good discount. I'm already at -60. They say on Twitter that one day after the halving there will be a surprise. What do you think, FUD? I mean, so most likely whenever they're like, oh, there's a surprise, or they're trying to get everybody to hold. They don't want people to sell. How big is the surprise going to be, right? Are they going to be like, oh, we just like something small? You're going to be like, are you freaking kidding me? Right? Or who knows, but like maybe they have something lined up that's big, big partnership or something like that. But normally when they're stringing you along like that, especially like you said, you're down 60%, they're trying to make sure that you guys or people in the project don't sell, right? So hopefully whatever their surprise is that they got partnership with Elon Musk or something like that, so they can take off. Rob said, why does Red Luna's chart do what it does on... I don't know, bro. Daddy Lord, did hey Lord? You'll be alright, Julio, bro. Maybe this is my advice on that is, if you're down 60%, hopefully they can build some momentum on that surprise, right? Hopefully they can build some momentum. And if you jump up, let's just say you jump up and maybe you're down, like it has a nice run on anticipation that something big is going to happen. And let's just say you jump up and now you're only down like 10, 15%. I would maybe just look to jump out of the project, take that small loss, and just maybe get that 10% back on another project, right? If you're worried about that project. Rob's asking, can we look at Red Luna? Oh, spelt that wrong. Red Luna. Damn. What the hell? It says this token has high taxes, 25%. Oof. What is this? I've never seen that pop up. This token has high taxes. I mean, I know what that means. You try to sell, they're going to take 25% off of whatever you have. They're taking to sell off. Why does it look like that? I don't know, bro. It looks very odd. I will tell you that. It looks very, very odd. I've never really seen a chart like that. But I mean, look at this sale right here. $20,000 sale. $55,000 sale. $35,000 sale. That's why it looks like that. You have, and it's the same wallet doing this. The same wallet is buying 37,000, selling 37,000, buying 37,000, buying 9,000, buying 3,000. It's the same exact wallet that keeps doing that. And then selling 55,000, buying 41,000, selling. It's the same wallet. They're manipulating the price. That's why it looks like that. This movement is from one wallet that is buying, and I can guarantee that's probably someone that, like the dev or something like that are doing this. So those are red flags right there, bro. I would be very cautious with this project. I probably would stay the hell away. If you're involved in the project, I mean, first off, why would you buy in when there's 25% taxes on it? I don't know. I would be very cautious. It doesn't look right. When you see one wallet doing that, buying and selling, it just doesn't look right. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, you said nope, not involved, just came across it. Yeah, I would stay away from that, bro. I'd stay away from that. Justin said the top projects on there are usually like that. On what? On BNB? I've never used BNB. Well, first, I don't even think, you can't even freaking, I know, like, Binance is not even allowed in the States. Mewtwo? What is that? Pokemon? This just dropped. When did this drop? The first? Oh, okay. I mean, it looks like it's on a nice little run. Not much to go off if it looks like it's on a nice run. So I mean, market cap's, fairly small. I don't trust that lock anymore on that liquidity. I don't trust that at all. And they can still pull liquidity out if they need to. I'm just throwing that out there, but I'm not saying they're doing that on this project. I'm just saying do not trust that lock. But I mean, it looks like it's on a nice run. So I mean, if you were able to catch it down here, you're definitely up like crazy. Are we about to start seeing Pokemon everywhere? It's gonna be freaking Pikachu and Charizard. So let's do a quick recap. So remember when we first talked about this at the beginning of the stream, I said that Bitcoin in the next few hours, we're going to see something, and we're still, look what we're doing. We are trading in such a tight range right now, such a tight range. So I wouldn't be surprised that maybe later on we're going to see some kind of a move. Hopefully it's towards the upside, right? You can see these swings, and it just got real tight. So we'll see how this plays out. Bitcoin right now is holding 68,000, so still looking decent. For Milady. Milady's not looking bad today, honestly. She's not looking bad. Like I said, she bounced off this 19.5 as some support. So it looks like she's trying to go on another run, trying to go on a nice run. We're at 147 million, right under 150 million. Like I keep telling you guys, watch in the next week or two, we're all back up and running, and Milady's is going crazy again. Watch. So, like I keep telling you guys, eat up those dips, not just for Milady, but for any project that you believe in, right? Any project you believe in, eat up those dips. That's the only thing that we can do, long term, that I think is going to be a good play. Check out our project on Solana, no FUD, Koala, $NFK. We're definitely on a nice run. We're at $600,000 market cap, so we're trying to run this up to $1 billion. So make sure you guys check it out. Come join the squad. Check out our website, our white paper. We're legit, guys. We're going to 1 billion. We're going to 1 billion. So hopefully you guys all can run with us as well. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I had a great stream with you guys. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Remember, tomorrow we'll have an early stream as well for Sunday. And if anything crazy happens tonight, like if Milady starts going crazy rallying or Bitcoin, don't be surprised. We might jump on another stream later on. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you can get that instant alert if we do run on a stream later on. But if not, I will see each and every one of you guys tomorrow early. All right. Other than that, guys, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, okay?